happy after that comment.
I'll let you pick first tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Well, actually a second pick, and I'll
yes,
there.
yeah.
Okay.
You know what? He correctly picked Ricky Thornton Jr. last night. I will take Ricky Thornton Jr. this evening from the 5th starting spot. He looked real good last night. He starts one spot better, so give me the 20-yard tee. James, who do you think is going to be in victory lane?
Anybody that references C.J. Rayburn in an interview gets my vote. And Kyle Bronson did it here tonight. He's back from the hot dog stand. He will win tonight. He won the I-80 Silver Dollar Nationals in 2021. He will make his new home in Brandon, Nebraska after this weekend because he's going to win tonight.
What will he say?
I tell you what, that hot dog was good. That's what he'd say.
he might be saying
swing
that.
Arm forever. Carl Jerome Rayburn.
He might be saying that. That car on the outside of him, the Rocket One of Brandon Shepard, is who producer Tiffany goes with here tonight. You can see how right or wrong we are as this field takes just a couple quick hot laps around this racetrack to make sure she's good and ready to go, and they say she is. So James, the Coltman Farms Racing caution lights have been turned off.
You talked about Justin Peck a while ago, that last lap heartbreak. He just won here tonight at Ransomville.
Yes, he did. Good for him.
Yes, he did. Good for him.
Good for Justin
All right,
Peck.
Nutrien Solutions start zone. 40 laps tonight. Tomorrow night, 75 laps for $50,000. Tad Pospischal, the Cornhusker State driver, and the veteran Jonathan Davenport at the Nutrien Solutions start zone. We are underway in Eagle, Nebraska.
Popsicles for everybody if the 0-4 wins. Jonathan Davenport's going to go way high down in turns 1 and 2. He gets a monster run down the back straightaway. He wants to try to lead lap number 1. He came close to winning last night, and he's going to be the leader at the end of lap number 1. Pospischal slides up the racetrack, coming up corner number 4, opens up the door for Brandon Shepard. Here comes Kyle Bronson. Here comes Ricky Thornton Jr., all behind your race leader, Jonathan Davenport.
So last night, Thornton started 6th and 1. Davenport started 5th and finished 2nd. Bronson right there, the 40B, started 11th and finished 3rd. Right now he runs in 4th. Ran it over and trying to make the outside work. Here comes the Heartbeat Hot Sauce 76, and on the 20-yard tee, Davenport leads him to the line. He leads lap 3.
Did you say earlier the fastest habanero? Is that what you said?
The fastest jalapeno on a stick is Brandon Overton. Here comes Sammy Mars. Hey, good for Sam. He's into the show tonight. Father Jimmy, Uncle Chris looking on. Off at turn 4. Good battle there. Davenport still leads. 4 complete. 1.1 seconds the advantage over Pospischal.
That's good racing back there throughout the pack. You just saw him 2 by 2 by 2 and occasionally rolling through the middle as well. Pospischal doing a good job. He's found his rhythm in that 2nd spot, as you said, James, with Brandon Shepard behind. Now Sheppy going to look down to the inside as they fan out 2 by 2. The battle for 2nd and the battle for 4th just behind them. RTJ. Now he goes to the outside as Shep to the inside. Give him 2nd that time by at the line.
See Bronson there on the bottom. Shepard out at 2. Pospischal not giving up. He'll take the spot back. Only counts at the line. Working lap 7. Here comes Bronson to the bottom. Kyle had a good car last night. Low, middle, high. He'll work into 1. He'll go back and bang the cushion into 1. That's what he said last night. He got banged around.
Banging the boards.
Banging the boards. Here he comes.
Bang bangers, baby. 1.4 seconds the advantage for Jonathan Davenport. 32 laps to go. 8 laps in the books. It's a 40-lap main event. Here comes KB40 down to the inside. He may just move to Nebraska. He tosses that 40B around the 1 of Brandon Shepard. And then he shoves up the racetrack. The nose of the car puts up the racetrack, and we got a battle for the lead, James.
Pospischal. Now we pick up the tail of the field. Ian Whistler. Tad Pospischal trying to get one of the biggest upsets in the Lucas Oil Late 100 Series history. He is all over Davenport. Here comes Shepard. Here comes Bronson. We are in 10 laps in, 30 to go in Eagle.
And Jonathan Davenport having trouble trying to work around the back of the field in this one. What's your favorite popsicle, James?
Great.
Yes, bomb pop, strawberry shortcake. They'll all be passed around if Pospischal wins here tonight. All over the 49 of Jonathan Davenport, 11 laps into this one.
Into turn number 3. He's about 2 car lengths back, 0.3 of a second. Down the main straightaway behind the 6 of Harris. Bronson 3rd, Shepard 4th, Overton, Thornton, Alberson, Bruning, Erb, and O'Neill your top 10, but all eyes up front on the 49. Tad Pospischal. No driver from the state of Nebraska has never won a Lucas Oil race.
Oh my!
Right? I'll have to look that up.
How about that?
It is. Good battle attitude, DJ. 13 in the books.
I trust you. I trust your judgment. I trust your judgment on that. 13 laps down, and Jonathan Davenport. Oh my, Pospisil, he slipped up coming off corner number 4, James. It allowed the 40B to go by. Now the 20RT, now the Rocket 1, the 76, they're all trying to work to the inside of the 04. That allowed Jonathan Davenport to stretch out his advantage. This time by at the stripe, though, Davenport's got a new contender in Kyle Bronson. Ricky Thornton Jr. is up to the 3rd spot.
When are we going to go to the triple box or quadruple box on this? So over to the outside of Alberson. It's Davenport. He was 0.5 of a second last time around. Here comes KB40. Oh, that cushion's good. Out at 2. What did Jason Jameson say a few weeks? If you don't have a cushion, you don't have a racetrack. We got a cushion at Eagle all the way around. Out at turn 4, JD still leads. Thornton tries the middle there. Off at turn 4, DJ.
Things getting dicey as they work through the back of the field, closing in on the Hellraiser Jacks halfway. $100 going to the halfway bonus leader, halfway point leader. Could be Jonathan Davenport, could be Kyle Bronson, it could be Ricky Thornton Jr. Now 18 laps scored, 22 laps to go. The next drivers go a lap down running the inside of the racetrack. That'll make things a tick easier. Just as we say that, Davenport takes evasive action and dive down to the inside of the 18D.
He slides, yes, the 18D of Dalton Wilson, but Bronson's right there. Bronson, he'll clear Spencer Hughes. He'll have to clear the 18D as we go to the Hellraiser Jacks halfway mark. It's 49. Davenport has led every lap tonight, but it's only about 0.4 of a second right now. He cut 1/10 of a second off. KB40. Thornton runs in 3rd. Pospisil is 4th. Brandon Shepard is 5th.
Doubling it up for you at home on the right side of your screen. That is 6th, 7th, and 8th that you're watching right there. Garrett Alberson currently has that 6th spot. There's 7th, the 76 of Brandon Overton. 8th is the 71 of Hudson O'Neill. Tyler Bruning is 9th. Uncle T rounds out the top 10. Meanwhile, on the left side of your screen, James, lap traffic getting heavy in front of your race leader, Jonathan Davenport. Where does he go?
He's trying to go through the middle of McCowan. Last night's Hooker Trucking hard chargers. He's going to throw it in on Sam Mars. He'll lose a little bit of momentum. Here comes 40B and 20RT as he clears Mars. Right now, Bronson, he'll have to get around the 2nd generation racer. Here comes on the bottom, Thornton right behind Bronson. So it opens up a little bit of space. 2-lap cars between 1st and 2nd off of 4.
Could be a candidate for the slicker graphic, slicker move of the race right there. Jonathan Davenport successfully putting 2-lap cars, maybe 3. Yes, 3-lap cars in between himself and the 40B of Kyle Bronson. Dalton Wilson hanging right there with him. Those drivers are racing for position as KB40 off the top rope on Sam Mars will work his way by. Now he'll try to work around the 18D of Dalton Wilson on the outside. While all this has happened, Jonathan Davenport is stretched out to a 1.9 second advantage with 15 to go.
Yeah, Bronson and Thornton going to be in a hurry here. We've got 14, as you mentioned, to go, 26 in the books. Bronson's been good right there. He really hasn't misstepped maybe once or twice. Thornton right behind him. Alberson is 4th now. Pospisil, Shepard, O'Neill, Overton, Tyler Erb, Tyler Bruning up to 10th and 16.
A good run for the Golden Beard as Kyle Bronson's able to successfully cut into Jonathan Davenport's lead. 40B definitely a little bit better when he doesn't have the lap traffic to contend with right now. Jonathan Davenport trying to work around Colin Weinbarger. There's Kyle Bronson. There's Ricky Thornton Jr. 2nd and 3rd. RTJ on the bottom. 40B up high. Momentarily side by side. Still 1.4 seconds back of your race leader, Jonathan Davenport. This time by 11 to go.
10 to go next time around as they work lap 29. Thornton right through the middle. He's got to get around McCowan. Bronson still has the spot in 2nd. Davenport works lap 30. 10 to go. The advantage is 1.2 seconds as Bronson throws the slider on Colin Weinbarger. Here comes Thornton down low. Thornton's thinking about it. Thornton's going to do it up top. He'll do it. Bronson with a crossover. They'll head into turn number 3. Can Thornton get 2nd? DJ with 10 to go. Look out. And he returns the favor. Good battle there, buddy. Yes. Good battle. 10 to go. 9 to go now.
It sure is. No, and this happens just behind your race leader, Jonathan Davenport. No lap traffic now separating the 49 from the battle on your screen. You know neither one of these two cats are going to lift 8 laps to go this time by, and it's still Jonathan Davenport. JD puts a few tenths on him that time. It's an entertaining battle for the bridesmaid honors.
Garrett Allison back there in 4th, Shepard 5th. Off at turn 4, JD cruising right along. It's 1.9 with 7 laps remaining. Bronson, Thornton spins out. Ricky Thornton Jr., not sure what happened, if he got in the wall or what happened off of 4, spins out. Wow, is he trying to restart the car?
I think he's upset. He's looking there, looked like he was kind of hitting the steering wheel and shaking his head a little bit like he might be upset. But RTJ.
Wow, I'd be curious to see what happened on the Dave Warren Power Sports replay. Those two guys were going at it, hot and heavy. Bronson and Thornton, and Ricky Thornton Jr., the heartbeat, hot sauce, hot pit, your current points leader, Ben.
Yeah, I looked up and that car went around. I can tell you all 4 Hoosier tires up on that race car, so we'll see if he heads to the attention down there in the heartbeat hot sauce hot pit. But man, he and Bronson were worth the price of admission in that battle for second.
Well, he just, one of his crew members, I couldn't tell who it was, leaned in there to grab a word with him, and they're going to work on the right front of the race car. We do have an angle from the drone, and I don't know if he got up maybe a little too high, maybe got up in the cushion and tried to steer it back
here
down.
A year ago
here he is. Here he is, bottom, right side of the screen. Yeah, did he grab the, a little spark right there as well. Huh. I wonder
Did that not happen? Well, no, he got second here a year ago, but that happened somewhere else. We saw him on the main straightaway. Remember that? He got into a wreck.
We could speculate all day.
I think that was Port Royal last year, right?
Port Royal, right.
Yeah.
7 to go. And as you mentioned, been a spirited battle for second. And so Thornton will have to go the tail end of the line. We still have 16 cars on the lead lap, by the way. And your current points leader, and he may be done. He is pulled to the back of the hauler for the Kohler Motorsports team, Ben. So the 20RT steering wheel is off. Wow.
Well, that's going to reshuffle the running order and reshuffle the points after tonight as well. So Jonathan Davenport leads, Kyle Bronson second. Third will now be Garrett Alberson. Brandon Shepard will be 4th, and Hudson O'Neal will be 5th. Tyler Erb is 6th, Brandon Overton 7th, Tyler Bruning 8th, Tad Pospischel is 9th, and Devin Moran has worked his way up to 10th. 7 laps to go.
How many times has O'Neal been a Hoker Trucking hard charger in the last 2 weeks? Right now, he is up 7 spots. Actually, he'll move up to 5th.
Yes.
With Thornton out of the race, so wow.
Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series rules, James, in a race that is under 50 laps. Delaware double file until 5 to go. If it is 50 laps or more, it is Delaware double file until 10 to go.
So 75 tomorrow night. Well, Davenport, he had the misfortune of the 2 cautions there at the end last night, so we'll see if this one will play into his favor or not. He'll have Bronson and Alberson behind him, 2 drivers hungry for a win. So is O'Neal and Shepard. They have yet to win this year. Neither is Turbo. Overton has a win at Circle City. 7 laps to go. Oh my.
Oh, the drama.
Here we go.
They will fire in the Nutrien Ag Solutions restart zone. Jonathan Davenport in the 49. He was the runner-up last night, trying to do 1 spot better. Kyle Bronson was 3rd last night, trying to go a couple spots better. Hudson O'Neal down to the inside, trying to take 3rd away, and he does momentarily. He may not be done yet.
And out of turn 4, Davenport leads. They'll have 5 to go next time around. Bronson 2nd, O'Neal 3rd. Here comes B-Shep on the bottom. Brandon making it work. Here comes Alberson. They'll have 5 to go for 49 for his 87th career win. Off at turn 4, battle for 2nd. The lead right now, DJ, is 0.7 of a second for the 49. Can Kyle Bronson catch him with 5 to go?
Hudson O'Neal's really good on the bottom. James in turns 3 and 4 as well as he gets a run on the 40B. But he has to go back to the high side down in turns 1 and 2. Garrett Alberson back around Brandon Shepard for the 4th spot. 4 laps to go. Alberson trying to get the low line working down in 1 and 2. 7/10 of a second still the advantage. Hudson O'Neal going to take second away, and he'll make it official at the line. 3 to go.
These guys are putting on a show. Bronson's going to throw it in there. He's going to leave Hud some room. Maybe that was close. He bumped the cushion. Great battle for second. Davenport says, see you later. And the Coleman Farms caution is out. And it is for your pole sitter, Tad Pospisil. Oh, man.
Tough break. Tough break there for him. And Davenport certainly did not want to see that caution, because while O'Neal and KB were throwing haymakers at each other, Superman had stretched back out to a 1.2 second lead.
Crappy cautions, he would say, right, Benji?
Right.
And also, guys, you take a look inside the My Race Pass app, from 13th to 2nd, your Hoker Trucking hard charger right now, Hudson O'Neal, and he has got his sights on Jonathan Davenport. Can he get one more spot? But I tell you what, JD has been really good on these restarts. Huddy's up to 2nd. Bronson caught the wall out of 2 a couple laps earlier. That allowed Hudson to get by, and Hudson continues marching forward. 3-lap dash for $10,000 here tonight at Eagle.
Friday night dash, trophy dash for $10,000, man. Let's hope it's not an Australian pursuit race where you drop out if you get past, right?
Yes, or crack the whip, right?
Crack the whip.
Yes.
Davenport, O'Neal, Bronson, Alberson, Shepard. Single file.
Tad Pospisil, you remember crack the whip, right?
Yes,
yes. Tad Pospisil got a little too high down there and slowed up in the cushion. So it will be a single file restart because there's less than 5 laps to go now. So Davenport, O'Neal will be by himself. Then Bronson, then Alberson, as you said, and then Shepard.
Where did O'Neal come from? He's the
13th, Ben just said.
He just came from 3rd.
Yes, the Hoker Trucking Archer. You said that.
What a great restart, because they were 3 wide. He came from, what, 5th to 3rd, and then he got Bronson here in this last lap. All right, deep breath, DJ. Davenport, O'Neal, Bronson, Alberson, Shepard had decided. Maybe. Davenport's like, what do I have to do to get a PSG from Essex and Jarrett?
Maybe Essex and Jarrett Logistics ought to be on the side of...
We have no control over that. Okay, here we go. Conspiracy theories galore, right, with the announcers.
Getting word that broke a rack on the 20RT whenever he caught the wall from...
and he will finish 22nd tonight, DJ.
Yes, from Mr. Notes himself, Kevin Kovac, via the Godfather, Todd Turner.
That's 2 of the best right there. 3 to go. Jonathan Davenport, Hudson O'Neal, Kyle Bronson, Garrett Alberson, Brandon Shepard, Tyler Erb, Tyler Bruning, Brandon Overton, Devin Moran, Donald McIntosh. Good run for D-Mac. He is 10th. All right, Nutrient Ag Solutions. Are we still, the caution lights are still on? Davenport's like,
what do I got to do?
What do I got to do? He's drove a good race up at Bronson. That battle for second was just tremendous between Bronson and Thornton there for several laps, throwing sliders on a good, clean racing.
Yeah, good stuff. It's been good stuff 2 nights in a row here at Eagle. 75 laps for 50 large in 24 hours. If you are anywhere within shouting distance, get out here tomorrow. Going green next time by. 37 scored. 3 to go. Superman leads them into the Nutrient Ag Solution starting zone. Hud 2nd, Bronson 3rd.
Here we go. Davenport into 1. O'Neal's going to try the bottom. Davenport has got to hit his marks here. O'Neal a good run down the back straightaway. Bronson. Now Shepard has climbed to 4th. O'Neal on the bottom. They briefly go side by side. 2 to go. If Davenport cannot jump the cushion, DJ. Whoa. Bumps in there. O'Neal on the bottom. Here comes KB40. They'll head to the Barrett's Performance. 1 lap to go. It's not over yet.
Bronson getting that 40B wound up. White flag in the air. Barrett's Performance. 1 to go. Could be too little too late for Hudson O'Neal, and a shot in the shorts from Kyle Bronson going into 1 and 2. KB40 going to look under him. Davenport too far away. Checkered flag in hand. The winner tonight at Eagle is going to be Superman Jonathan Davenport. 2nd goes to Hudson O'Neal. 3rd to Kyle Bronson. Brandon Shepard 4th, and Garrett Alberson will round out the top 5, followed by Tyler Bruning, Tyler Erb, Brandon Overton, Carson Ferguson, and Donald McIntosh will unofficially round out your top 10. Hudson O'Neal is unofficially the Hoker Trucking hard charger. From the 13th starting spot to 2nd, Chase Younghands also up 8 spots. Dylan McCowan up 7. in another entertaining battle here tonight at Eagle Raceway, night 2 of the Malvern Bank High Bank Heist, and still one bit of business, James, to take care of for the Lance and Darla Landers, number 49.
Cornette Power under the hood. Again, full points last night, tonight, and tomorrow night. So Davenport had moved into second of the points. Moran finishes 14th here tonight. Thornton will finish 22nd.
That is
in the running order. So we had 21 of the 24 starters finish. The only drivers that did not finish were Ian Whistler, Sam Mars, Thornton were the 3 that DNF'd here tonight, down here on the Big River Steel podium. How about Kyle Bronson? Great run for him. Ran second for a long time.
Two straight podiums.
For him. O'Neill trying to lock up the hard charge. I'm sure he wants a win, right? He gets second. That's a good points race because remember, he came in only, 70 behind Alberson. Garrett finished in 5th. And Shepard, a good points night for him as well with that 4th spot. As the UNO8 scales, as they will check the weight in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. They enter the race 23.50. They get a pound per lap burn off, so it weigh 23.10, Ben Shelton, and he is clear tech.
That's right. The weight's good. The droop is good. And the UNO8 scales are in the rear view mirror. Your winner here tonight, night 2, the Malvern Bank High Bank Heist. Superman Jonathan Davenport. He adds another one to the bucket list. He's won in a lot of places. Tonight he gets his first ever win here at Eagle Raceway in Eagle, Nebraska. He was a big winner up the road at I-80 Speedway back during the Silver Dollar Nationals. And tonight he picks up the win. Former crew chief comes in, shakes his hand. That's really cool. Jason Durham, those two accomplished a lot together. Of course, Jason now with our second place finisher, Hudson O'Neill. We'll talk to Huddy and we'll talk to Kyle Bronson as Veland Victory Lane's coming together down here. Your Veland feature winner, Jonathan Davenport, his 4th win of the year with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, 7th win overall, his 87th career Lucas Oil Series win, 2nd on the all-time list, behind only the late great Scott Bloomquist, and he picks up $10,000 tonight, as James said, 2nd in the points after last night, and tonight he's still digging hard. He picks up points after RTJ has his bad luck. As we get ready for tomorrow night's big 75-lap, $50,000 to win main event, puts on the helmet, he's going to grab that steering wheel and climb out of this race car. Eagle, Nebraska, let him hear it. Your winner tonight, Jonathan Davenport. Steering wheel in hand. He put that steering wheel through the paces tonight. Lets it drop to the top of this Lance and Darla Landers, number 49 Longhorn. Cornette Power under the hood. And he picks up his 2nd win in 3 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series events and a runner-up finish a night ago. Cruise down here. We'll get JD in front. Well, JD, I guess it's good you didn't let me drive it in the feature because, man, you had a hot ride. Last night, the cautions bit you in 2nd. Tonight, were you worried they were going to bite you as the leader?
Not really. I'm kind of glad that one caution came out there. Kind of give me a breather. I'm going to have to get on that Huffman workout program there. That's about all an old man can do, but car was good towards the middle to the end of the race. First of the race, man, we were just super tight up there on the lip, and I'm sure everybody was, though. We really wasn't expecting that. The bottom didn't come in, I don't think, like it did last night there for a while. I never did really go down there but just a couple times, but I just kind of married myself to the top there and tried to hang on.
Past 3 starts, 2 wins, a 2nd. What is the biggest thing that's clicking right now for this team?
I don't know, just confidence really in all of us. Cole's doing a great job on tires. Tyler and Corey's working well together, and we're just all riding up down in the road in the truck and having a really good time. So everybody's getting along. Everybody's doing their job and just having fun doing it. So we got a ton of great sponsors. A great car with Longhorn, Steve, and everybody back at the shop do a phenomenal job for us. Can't thank them enough for sure. Cornette Racing Engines, we got one of them in tonight again, and it's been doing great. Longhorn Dynamics with Bilstein Shocks, we've been doing an awesome job for us also. And of course, our great sponsor, Steve Martin, Nutrient Ag Solutions, ASC Warranty, Dynagrow Seed, we got VP Fuels, Burt Transmissions, Go Lithium Batteries, Martin Automotive. Man, I tell you what, just a great bunch of sponsors. I can't thank them enough. Midwest Sheet Metal, Martin Automotive, And everybody else that helps us, we definitely couldn't do it without them. This was a pretty good racetrack. It was definitely not really my style for sure. When you see, you know, the 40 and the 71 behind you, and you know they're definitely elbows up all the time. So congratulations to them. I saw Ricky turned around here and then Devin come out of the pits. So rough night for them. I know that's a good points night for us, but we like to chip away at them by outrunning them, not them having bad luck.
You won on the cushion last week at Fairbury. You're up there banging the boards tonight. Or are you a master on the cushion, or have you come full circle in your career?
No, I don't know about all that. It's just the fastest line to run. You know, there at Fairbury, I was just very content running right through the middle until Sheppy got up there and made me want it a little more. So or do a little more. So anyway, yeah, we just go wherever we have to. You know, our car's really maneuverable right now, and just got to keep all the I's dotted and T's crossed. And man, we got 75 laps tomorrow. I don't know if I can hang on like that for 75 laps. So hopefully eventually it'll slow down and get to where I like right through that middle.
I think he's bluffing. I think he's got 75. Guys, for the first time in his career, Jonathan Davenport wins at Eagle Raceway. We'll slide back here. Second on the board tonight, your Hoker Trucking hard charger from 13th to 2nd, Hudson O'Neill. Huddy, man, I tell you what, you're coming hard, and then that Coltman Farms caution comes out with a few to go. What goes through your mind of how you could get around that 49 car?
I kept trying to bottom down here. I figured that was the only way I was going to have a shot at him, and maybe I had a little line figured out there in 3, and maybe I could at least get close enough to him where I could run off in there and slide him. But just couldn't quite get there on him. But happy to come away with a second after we backed up pretty good last night. We were put a little scratch in our heads a little bit last night. We thought we were going to be in a good spot there, and then just kept backing up and just. Didn't have anything for him last night. So happy we were able to rebound a little bit tonight. Makes us feel better going into tomorrow, and happy we were able to come out here with a podium finish. And my guys worked hard today to try and give me a good race car, and happy we were able to put it on the podium for him.
Race fans, Hudson O'Neill comes home in 2nd. Kyle Bronson, back-to-back nights. Kyle, you're on the podium. You're in 3rd. Are you happy with that, or do you feel like you can let 2nd get away from you?
I kind of am. You know, I felt like, that last caution there kind of killed me there. I was just about to slide Hudson back there, and he was playing a really smart race. He was really good through that middle, but I felt like I had a second-place car, and really I just drove like a pussy. I should have been up on the wheel more here. So tomorrow we'll take the deck to the fuel cell. And I got to thank all my guys. Mike and Mark been busting their ass on this deal. Like I've been down a little bit, but we're heading back in the right direction now. Wayne, Charlene, my wife, my kids back home, everybody at the hunting camp, hello, dog pen. Just got to thank all my great sponsors, LTX Home Buildings, Race Car Engineering, Angry Elephants, Clements Automotive, Bilstein Shocks, Longhorn Chassis, just everybody. You can't do it without everybody, Midwest Sheet Metal. Just looking forward to tomorrow, man. We're ready to get it done for 7,500 or 75,000, right? Or 50,000.
50,000.
I'm already thinking show me, saying. So we're getting closer. Before we couldn't even see the front, so we'll have a good piece here, and we're going to tweak on it a little bit. And I guess I ate too much of a hot dog. I got me too tightened up earlier,
Earmuffs to the kids. I think the killer's back. Kyle Bronson comes home in 3rd. 20,000, 50,000, 75,000. He wants it all, guys. I love it when Bronson's feeling good again. Hey, this was a fun one here tonight.
It definitely was. Well, there you have it.
I'm here for it, man. Listen.
Between Brandon I know some people probably get offended.
In a world where a lot of interviews in sports are censored, let them be. This is a sport where drivers' personalities shine, and doggone it, I wouldn't have it any other way.
The same night you mentioned C.J. Rayburn and the P word, I'm for it. Let's go. Hey, race recap. Are you ready?
What a great segue into the Lucas Oil race recap for sure. Let's see
Carl Jerome would be happy.
Let's see how we got to that point, James.
Well, we didn't have any fireworks because of the wind. We know that.
Davenport led all 50 laps. And there were times when things got close. Tad Pospischal started on the victory fuel pole. He would actually close back in on Davenport and give him a challenge a couple different times. And Kyle Bronson was good throughout the entire race. He ran 2nd a couple different times. Thought maybe he was going to have something for the 49. Ricky Thornton Jr.
That was a really good race. And then Ricky, I think, got into the front stretch wall, and that ended his night. And Davenport, well, cautions costing last night a possible win. They come through here tonight. O'Neill, Bronson, Shepard, Alberson, your top 5.
Ben Shelton, do you have final thoughts? Can you put into words can you gather any thoughts at all on that?
Well, my favorite P word is pizza, but apparently Kyle Bronson's got a different one. You know what? We're having fun. It was chilly today. That was windy. The track crew did a great job. And tomorrow we're going to go after 50,000. And you're right, Kyle Bronson. Next week we're going to go after 75,000 at the Show Me. We're creeping up on Crown Jewel season, and there's a lot of guys that are getting red hot. Do not count out Superman. He knows how to win in these big races. He's going to eat his Wheaties tomorrow, and I think he's a driver we're definitely going to have to keep our eyes on. Either way, we're going to be entertained, and man, it's good to be in Eagle, Nebraska.
I got tears in my eyes.
I'm just here for the interviews. That's what I'm here for.
I got tears in my eyes.
We got to run 75 tomorrow.
Gives new meaning to PSG. James, your final thoughts?
I have none because that was I'm speechless, and that's probably a good thing tonight. But anyway,
we get to do it again tomorrow. 75
you
laps.
still got an IMCA stock car feature.
Absolutely,
who knows what's going to
do.
happen with that? Who knows what's going to come out of Dan Taylor's mouth? Lieutenant Dan, I have no idea.
It's not going to come out of Dan's, but I mean, you don't know if what Casey Woken or Kyle Vanover might say in an interview here. I mean, you never know. That's coming up next.
It's a good reason to stay tuned.
It is. Yes, it is.
I'm out of here. You guys have a good night.
All right, well, Dan, jump in here. You have got a 20